Hello, welcome back. Got a little bit more Isaac in me, just do a quick little run. But first, I think we can do some Vandal. Vandal.app. I haven't done it yet today. 2002, 1.3 billion views, and it's a part two. So it shouldn't be too hard. All right, hit it. This is "Lose Yourself" by Eminem. That is correct. All right. Well, this has been far less substantial than I thought it would be. Let's get on to the Isaac. I have decided that despite being able to play with mods now, because obviously the first run of a save file, I can't do mod it. So that's why last time was such a vanilla game of Isaac. But now I am able to activate any mod that I want. That said, I think what I'm going to do is every single run I'm going to enable one mod. Um, which I think should be an interesting thing to do, especially considering you can just suggest mods to me. I don't have like a strict. Let me check the audio first. This was a big issue last time. I think maybe the game can go down a little bit. But yeah, considering mods were not possible last time, I think it's kind of nice to be able to do them. So I'll enable one mod. You can see the full mod list that I have installed, obviously, when I go and enable it. I want to disable all of them. Save for. It will not. Okay, I can't navigate this menu with with a controller. Oh wait, no. Ah, shit. Don't worry, I have to disable them all individually. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna enable two mods. A lot of mods. Don't worry about it. Oh shit! Now I have to find them. And I'm keeping cat keys. That's my choice of mod enable. Where is external item descriptions? That's what I need. I don't remember if I need a mod to work with that, but we'll find out, I guess. Yeah, everything's enabled. Isaac me. I don't remember how to unlock the D6, which is the only thing that I really want in life. Should make this far more, far more livable. Though, admittedly, I don't. This is the problem that I had last time. I did all of my Isaac runs, like, early into the save file, and then I ended up with, like... Here it is. This mod gets me every fucking time. Like, it's just one of those that I absolutely adore. It works. Nice, nice, nice. I was worried that maybe it was reliant on a different mod, like, to get all the API stuff, but we're fine. But yeah, as far as the mod stuff goes, just, I don't know, fucking let me know if there's a mod that I should enable or download. I'm very open to adding new stuff. I will probably pick one mod per video, and it's more than likely gonna be either the most popular one that people want to see the most, or the one that's least likely to crash my game or slow it down to a unplayable degree. Because I have had, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly from the mod menu, even though I was just in there, I have like 120? It sounds about right. I'm not entirely sure. It's another thing though, like where even though I was just in the mod menu, I cannot remember like the number of mods. Actually I think I remember the number 9, so I at least got to 90. Further than that, I'm unsure. But it was, I mean, I uploaded the highlight of it. I on stream played Escape Simulator, very fun time. I enjoyed it. But there was a puzzle, reminiscent, I would say, of the human benchmark test, if you're aware of what that is, where I have to remember a sequence of panels and then press them. Now, there were only 6. There were only 6 panels, and I had to press all of them in a specific order. It took me Well, I mean, you can check the video length. It took me 1 minute and 50 seconds. It gets me every time, man. It took me 1 minute and 50 seconds. Ooh, to correctly like watch the full sequence and get it. Which, you know, I don't like self-diagnosis, but I have not had a test for ADHD. That is all I'm saying. Will I get one? Probably not. I mean, look, there's no real point, because I do not. Well, I mean, there is a point, I suppose. I could get a prescription for medication to make me live my life easier. Why do I not have a boss health bar? That seems like an oversight. Oh well. I might enable a few side mods separately, like... Well, boss health bars are not a mod, admittedly. So that should just be a regular thing. God, it's so good. Okay, this... we can actually pop off here. If I get any amount of luck, I can get a few hearts from the sacrifice room, and we can get maybe an angel deal. Maybe a free floor 1 angel. This doesn't matter. This could matter. I'm going to kill myself if I do anymore. I was so ready to step on it again. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I'm an idiot. Did the shop have it? The shop had like a bomb, I think. Nothing else. A card could be full heal. It is not. I should donate as well. The shop is kind of just a donation box at the moment because it's level 1. Maybe a bomb wouldn't have been bad. Get a super secret, maybe get a heart room. But again, I'm not min-maxing that much. But yeah, I've completely lost my train of thought. I think I was talking about like ADHD and stuff, but it just further proves my point. If anything, I could chariot to get in there, but I don't feel the need to. Look, it feels nice to be back in the rhythm and groove of Isaac. It has been a fair amount of time. On my like closest legitimate Dead God save file, which is on console, hence why I'm not just using that one for these. I am on like doing tainted characters. Let me tell you, after doing every single run a tainted character for maybe the last 80 to 100 runs. No, that's a vastly overshot figure, but still, it feels true. Holy shit! Maybe it's because I don't have many items unlocked, and the chance of getting a worse item is lower. But this feels just like, out of the last 2 runs, some of the best luck I've ever had. You know, I'll take it. I have plenty of time to get unlucky later. I don't want to take damage pretty bad, because that way I can start working on Angle Devil. I kind of need to unlock Azazel, so I'll probably take Devil if I can. I think that's a good idea. Actually get like thinking about unlocking stuff instead of just... I don't need to worry about it though. If I... Humble Bundle's nice, but... Again, I can't get... I need to look at the forest instead of the tree. The individual tree. Even though that's a fucking beautiful tree. I can't get fixated on it. Even though, you know, fixations are... not terribly uncommon for me. I am, however, just like... I'm in a perpetual state of waiting. Where I am waiting for either the next big roguelike to come out, whatever that may be. I mean, look, I've been having fun with Tiny Rogues, but I'm talking like... Actually, I think the thing that I'm really waiting for is the next deck building roguelike. I have done my time with Slay the Spire. In fact, I've done overtime with Slay the Spire. I've been on that since, not day 1, but literally like as far back as I can remember. So that's like the no boss health bar is actually really annoying. I could Chariot if I feel like I'm gonna take damage, but I think I'll be okay. Yeah, as long as I can remember, I've been playing Slay the Spire. I think I was on it pretty early. I don't know if it was a beta for it or anything. Is 5 hearts enough? I mean, I'll peek the Devil Deal. I am wanting to unlock... I mean, I like Rotten Baby quite a lot. You know what, I'll take it. I feel like the other ones in future are going to be good enough to warrant doing that. Not going to be a huge downside. Let's have a quick peek for secret rooms. I should check the other rooms first. It's a bad habit, but it was like a 50... Nah, not a 50-50. And it couldn't have been there anyway, which is annoying. It is going to be on the other end of this, or it could be between the other two. Nah, you know what? I cannot be bothered to walk that far. Didn't need to. We do it. This is what I mean. This is why you take the risks. The Devil Deal was a... You know, I knew that was going to be there. Obviously, I've read the game files. I know what's on every floor. I'm actively, like, scrolling through it. That'd be really impressive, I think. If someone could look through the game files to know exactly where everything is, and play at the same time, I think that'd be an absolutely incredible skill to have. It would make the runs a lot less interesting for the person playing them, but... Hell, I think if you've played enough Isaac, the runs just become sort of like, you know the room layouts anyway. To get to that point, you do have to play an ungodly amount of Isaac. Not even I know the room layouts. Not by heart, at least. You know, I see a room, I'll be like, oh, I recognize that one, like the key-shaped room full of keys. Even though it's, like, incredibly rare. This room is horrendous. I wish the meow was louder, that's the only thing I can say. It's not even like a recording audio issue, it's just like it's really quiet for me as well. Which is a shame. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, wouldn't Conjoined be insane with the Tractor Beam? Or even Quad Shot? I think just Tractor Beam's just such a fucking good item, man. Even the tears that, like, splash in a radius out. Oh, I like Champion's Belt a lot. You know what? I'll buy it. I don't know if there's an unlock for buying shop items. I'm just going to assume there is, though, and use that as an excuse to buy Champion Belt. I have taken... Well, admittedly it's 2 hits. One of them was a Champion. Holy P-Sack. I was thinking about this, though. I mean, I talked about music quite a bit last time, but I'll do it again. It's one of my favorite, like, conversation topics. It's interesting, you know? There's so much stuff that goes into it. But I was thinking about it. I don't think there is a single... Well, okay, maybe it's outside of my sphere of influence, so let me know if there is. I can't think of a single, like, blue-collar workers band anymore. Whereas, I don't know, call it, like, 60s to 90s? Maybe even 60s to 80s. I don't think after the 80s there were any that you could describe like that anymore. But, I mean, first one that comes to mind, Dexy's Midnight Runners. Admittedly, you know, maybe not all of them, not all the songs, but there's at least, like, a few that you can be like, yeah, that's like your average guy. And then, oh, fuck, Billy Joel? Am I thinking of the right guy? It's definitely not Billie Jean, that's a Michael Jackson song. And we don't talk about that guy. Sure, I'll take Spider-Bite. Yeah, Billy Joel. Uptown Girl, that kind of thing. You get it. You get what I'm trying to say. That's like, to me, something we've lost. Now, at the same time, I also think that it's not just... I can't get Champion Belt, but I can always open the shop next time to donate. That doesn't matter. It's... Oh, I also have Donkey Kong Banana Coins enabled. Wait, I have the icon for it on the left, but I don't... I'm confused. Never mind. I don't have it enabled, because I've been picking up, like, regular-ass coins. I think maybe my game's cooked from the amount of mods I have on it. I also... I mean, look, not having boss Salazar is an entirely different thing. I'll go through and fix this maybe for next time. I probably can't be bothered, though, so... expect it to be equally scuffed. But yeah, despite the lack of, like, blue-collar workers, bands, or musicians, I think also we haven't had enough new genres. I don't have an active item, so let's just throw it out. Like, all I'm thinking is, oh, I like that. Think back to... I am on caves too. Fine. I do that every single time I'm in this arena. Like, I'm not even... I wish it was a joke or an exaggeration, but literally without fail. Yeah. Okay, I think that's conjoined progress. I could also just unlock Azazel. That's pretty... Yeah, fuck it. I don't mind. Spectral Tears is fine. In fact, it's probably even good. Yeah, I mean, I think Spectral Tears is better than Headless, baby. I've done a complete 180. I'm now full-on Ouija board appreciator. But yeah, anyway, I think there's not been enough new genres of music. I'm not talking like subgenres. You're not gonna hit me with a, oh, guys, we made a new type of emo music. It's called emo wemo, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that's so new. No, I'm not saying subgenres. I'm talking like, you know how punk just like started existing. I mean, you could say that about any genre of music. You had like ballad singers in the 1940s, and then after that you've got all of a sudden fucking the Beatles. The Beatles a boy band, by the way? I don't actually know. My gut instinct says yes. But I think if you called the Beatles a boy band around certain people, you would probably be executed on the spot. Not that I would mind being executed on the spot, admittedly. That was rude. Yeah, I think definitely they fit the criteria. And if anyone asks from here onwards, I'm going to refer to the Beatles as a boy band. That's like a good litmus test to see if that person is a Beatles fan. Is if you call them like the OG boy band, do they agree? Do they think about it? Or do they say that you are, I don't know, maybe call you a slur? That's probably, holy fuck, these runs are insane. That's like the options that immediately come to mind. Maybe there's a less aggressive one in between, like, considering it and slur. But I think those are, like, I don't know, maybe probably the most accurate for the current climate. Yeah, I don't know. I think... Do I even think they're a boy band? I couldn't tell you. I'm sort of in, like, a state of consideration. When I'm thinking about what I've said, and I'm mulling it over, you know, I think it's definitely not unreasonable to say, but it's also maybe not entirely accurate. It depends if you classify boy band by band of boys who were incredibly popular with mid to late teens in their respective eras, or if it's the type of music that they make. I think it's those two criterias that definitely divide them. And I don't know which one I would use. I'm getting a lot of keys, which I love because I get to see more cats. Specifically cats that make a weird sound and explode. Can I have that? Yeah, thank you. Should I chariot to pick those up? Probably not. I don't need coins, keys, or bombs, particularly. I think I'm fine with what I've got. Right, I will let my cat in. Forgive me for 2 seconds. You know how it is. If you own a cat, you know that it's like a perpetual battle. I mean, even if you don't own a cat, you can probably know it from someone that you know who doesn't stop talking about their cat. In this instance, that would be me. You don't know me, but I have talked about my cat, so you can use me as reference. I don't know. If on your scientific research paper you want to use me as a source, go right ahead. I will be the reference. But still, you know that it's like a constant battle. Is that? That is conjoined. So I'm now dealing triple damage. That's ridiculous. I love it. I have my item. I might as well just keep going. I don't know. Am I in time for boss rush? If I get lucky, sure. I'll try for it. I don't know. Start ignoring stuff like shops. It would be nice to get out of the way with a build this strong. It is a 2 of them fight. Double Trouble, that's what it's called. But then I've got this build, and it's this boss, so... Okay, yeah. I just need to, like... I can ignore the item room, right? I really don't need it. I also need to beat boss rush, that's what I always forget about. It's like boss rush is not just to make it there in under 20 minutes, or 20 minutes. It's like you actually have to beat the thing, which, yeah, you know, it's not too hard when you're strong enough to make it there in under 20 minutes. You're probably guaranteed strong enough to beat boss rush. Now, is that entirely true? No, I've made it to boss rush before and then died. It's not happened many times, though. So I would say that, like... why did I pick up the key? I'd be confident in saying, like, 90% of the time. Because I've done a lot of boss rushes in my time. I would say that 90% of the time, you just beat it anyway, because it's not, like, particularly hard. If you have any amount of health containers, which admittedly I'm running a bit low on, they drop enough hearts that you can just take the damage and move on. Now, that'd be nice. I do think something like Hush is still way... Is Hush hard? I don't know. I don't think there is a single thing that's hard in Isaac. I think there's stuff that's... I should... Discounted Soul Heart. Discounted Soul Heart. Oh, full price Soul Heart. We'll see. I might get money. I can... Well, I shouldn't push for money. It's too risky. I still need to beat Mother. Not that that's, like, an improbable thing to have happen. Yeah, I mean, case in point. I think I'm strong enough to beat boss rush. Double active does nothing. Justice is... I was gonna say pretty nice, but fuck you. Chariot, Empress, Devil, Chariot. Give me a Devil. Where did I drop that? There you go. Rocky Milk? I don't think so. Give me Holy Water. Devil, mate? This should go pretty fast. I mean... Again, until I fought Mother, I was like, yeah, my build's good, but how good is it actually? I think I'm realizing now that it's pretty good. That's just fucking rude, man. Wish I could see the health bars to see how fast I'm actually going. But I think I can get a pretty good idea. I don't need to worry too much. I think I can even do this, even though he's gonna like, yeah, never mind. Usually get jumped by him. Oh, you mother... Look, my competence says nothing about my build. The fact that I am unable to dodge does not mean that the build's bad. Am I gonna be able to not take damage in Womb though? Because I think I'm at the point where I have to do It Lives. Well, Mum's Heart, sorry, it's not It Lives yet. Man, it's so satisfying. This is one of the reasons I can never quit. You really? One of the reasons I can never quit though is because, like, it's not only the RNG, it's like the straight up build potential in Isaac. I've never played another roguelike where there has been so much variance run to run. You know, other than maybe a deck build in roguelike that's got several classes, you know, that sort of thing. I'm talking like straight up action roguelike, item based, you know, that, you know, Isaac-esque, you know? I don't know if Isaac is the original roguelike. I mean, it's definitely up there. How can I unlock Butterbean? Oh, you know what? I don't mind. I kind of do mind. I don't want Butterbean in, like, any of my runs ever. Hey! That was about as easy as I thought it would be. Chariot me, sure. I've completely lost my train of thought like 3 different times in the space of 5 minutes. We'll be fine. I don't think it's really going to cause me any issues. But yeah, I was talking about. I don't think I've finished my mental trajectory, but I do think we need a new genre of music. I'm not gonna like say that I know what it should be because I really don't. I'm leaving it up to other people to decide. All I'm saying is we need one. Just any sort of. I don't know if you can hear that, but my cat is now stomping around on paper. I hope you can. I hope you can hear the little bastard. She's sat inside of a suitcase. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I think that's. I just don't know. We need like a new sound in music. We had synths in the 80s, was it? I think it started in the 80s, right? That was when synth really had its birth with Giorgio Moroder, if I'm remembering correctly. But I'm thinking like make a new instrument. I think that's the progression. Or alternatively, we need to bring back. Okay, this is an entirely separate thing. We need a new genre. Don't know what it can be. Don't know what you'll call it. But that's independent from the fact that we need to bring back tavern music. I don't care how we do it. I just need someone to bring back tavern music. Just have it like, I don't know, have it playing, not in bars, well, maybe in bars, I don't know. I think it would be amazing if you went to like, because now, as far as I'm aware, again, I live in a different part of the world, most likely, clubs are techno music, depending on where you go, obviously, techno music and, like, the Spanish reggaeton genre, which, admittedly, I think techno music definitely clears that by miles. I think techno music's okay, but the other one is it's just definitely not for me. Which, by the way, I didn't know Ricky Martin was still making music, and as far as I'm aware, he's making that kind of music. Why has my audio cut out completely? It's fine. Maybe it'll come back for the boss. It did. I don't think the boss is gonna last very long, so it'll be gone before you know it. Yep, there it is. Sure, beat the devil deal. Ooh, wait, I should jump in the chest, shouldn't I? Should I get a Satan clear before I beat chest? Yeah, fuck it, why not? I mean, what's stopping me? Make the episode like 10 minutes longer. I unlocked Eden, Lost Baby, Mama's Boy, Pop. That's it. The unlocks are gonna keep flowing. For I don't know, at least another few runs. Yeah, it's don't like that. I just did not realize I don't have a trinket. I know I don't have an active item, but trinket's like insane. I thought I definitely had one of those. But yeah, I think again, like it's. I don't want to assign like required reading to understand what I'm talking about. I talked about it earlier. The live ADHD diagnosis video is a perfect example of this. I simply cannot follow a thread in my mind. Like there is, I've proven it time and time again over the course of this video as well. I was talking about how we need to bring back tavern music, and somehow I ended up on Ricky Martin, and I forgot to explain why we need tavern music. I mean, I don't need to explain why we need tavern music. But everyone fucking loves tavern music, dude. Imagine you're just chilling and you've got, like, the amazing sounds of... Okay, admittedly I can't think of a single example of tavern music. All the more reason we need to bring it back. If I can't think of an example of tavern music, it's just because there's not enough of it, and it's not present enough in the modern cultural world. This is my plea. If I could... I got the genie, I got a lamp. First wish? Maybe like a credit card that I can just charge anything to. So I never run out of cash. That's probably a good first wish. Second wish? Tavern music. Bring it back. I don't know, make it like... maybe the genie can add like a little inkling of desire into everyone on the world's mind. where they just think, God, I could really go for some tavern music right now. That's my two wishes. Third wish, I don't know, maybe like a handshake, free the genie from its lamp. Take your pick. The third one doesn't really matter, but first one, the genie's credit card. The second one, definitely tavern music. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Actually, you know what? No. Maybe third wish, Elden Ring DLC. Just release it. I don't know. Help them finish it. Genie needs to get himself a 9 to 5. No, admittedly, I don't know. With the recent stuff, especially with the Microsoft layoffs as well, which I was very disappointed to hear about, it's just like a bad time to be in the game industry. People have said it and been saying it, that like there's gonna be a crash. I don't know if there's gonna be a crash per se, because there's always gonna be like a percentage of consumers that are in too deep in the hobby. That it's like sunk cost fallacy, but like now. That was perfectly timed. It's like sunk cost fallacy, where people have spent so much time playing video games that if they stop now, it's just like, what do you even do? You've got all the kits, you've got like, I don't know, 2,000 Steam games. You don't have the will to stop. I'll take it. Mum's Knife and Judas. That's pretty successful, but yeah, I think that like there's always going to be an audience for it. If there's still people making them, then and especially the good ones, there'll still be an audience for it. I think Baldur's Gate 3. Forgive me, I am yawning a little bit. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is a perfect example of that, where you know what, I'll enable some mods while I'm going. It doesn't matter like exactly what it is. That's I've lost my train of thought, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? It's like, if you make something good, there's always gonna be someone that's gonna want it. It doesn't really matter if it's like, I don't know, Baldur's Gate 3 again. It's a perfect example. You make something that you think, I don't know, maybe there's not a huge market for this type of RPG, and then everyone likes it because you've made a good thing. I think that's exactly the type of thing that it is. You might get more and more things. Like, I mean, the one in the public eye at the moment is Pal World because of the supposed AI stuff. But I think it's more than that. It's like just the fact that people think it's going to be a devolution into entirely AI games. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So long as there are people getting paid to make these things. Now, I mean, look, the only thing that could really stop it is say like every AAA developer fires their entire staff. Like I don't know, maybe for example, if you had a company, I'll enable that one. It's pretty funny. If you had a company with, I don't know, that just bought a studio and then maybe you laid off 1,500 people. That's an outrageous example, right? That would never happen. But then I think it's just become like the indie renaissance, which has been happening, in my opinion, for years. Indie games are the way forward. And I look forward to seeing what they have next, because, you know, there's so much good stuff being made. It was 98 mods, exactly. I've enabled some, I don't really mind. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Oh, I closed the game. Yeah, you know what? It's perfect. Works for me. Thank you very much for dropping by. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I'll be back. I'll be back when I'm back. There's no real like schedule to these things at the moment. I'm still moving. Uh, Look, I'm sometimes live on Twitch. Check me out there. It'll be in the description. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you around. Bye bye.